What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, what I'm going to be doing is the first inaugural episode 0 of what I'm calling Zero to Hero. With set 6, Jetburn having come out, I wanted to do something a little interesting, a little different with the set. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Over the course of the preview season, combined with the first couple weeks of the set being out, I have opened 3 boxes of Jetburn, 3 full boxes of Jetburn. I have opened 3 pre-release kits with 6 packs each, plus a little bit of price support, and then 1 of both of the starter decks, both Ochako and Toga. And so I wanted to see how competitive and the options of decks that I can make with this very small monetary investment. 3 boxes, 3 kits, 1 of each starter deck, 1 of each clash deck, rather. But I wanted to have this be like a growing idea, which is why this is episode 0. The plan is nice and easy. I'm going to be taking the cards that I've opened with this limited amount of product, and I'm going to be playing in UniVersus Games' official Webcam Wednesday. So every Wednesday night over my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TamCardwell, you can see me play the deck that I create here with these cards over there. After every event, I'm going to take the prize support that I have from playing in those events. I'm going to open it live on camera, and then I'm going to proceed to rebuild a new deck. And here's the way that it's adding more cards into my card pool is going to work. If I go 3-0, I will take and I'm going to add 3 packs of set 6 into the pool. If I go 2-1, I'll add 2 packs of set 6. If I go 1-2, 1 pack. If I go 0-3, 1 pack, because we get 1 pack for entry. And slowly, I'm going to build up and build up and build up and add more cards to the selection of the cards that I get to use. But to offset this just a little bit, and to make things a little more realistic, I have decided that every time that I take a loss in a round inside of Webcam Wednesdays, I'm going to use a website created by one of the community members, Nick Reagan, which is a UniVersus pack opener. I'm going to take any of the packs from set 2 through 5, and every loss that I accumulate throughout the Webcam event, I'm going to open up 1 additional booster pack of anything from 2 to 5 to add in and spice up the cool cards that I have. So, and it'll be just the exact opposite. If I go 3-0, I don't get any new of the old support. And then for every loss, I get to add 1 in. So it's possible if I go 0-3 in my event, I get to add 4 whole packs into the options when it comes to deck building. And the last constraint that I have when it comes to deck building like this is every single week, I have to play a new character. And I'm going to do my best not to repeat symbols. But again, at least starting out, it's going to be really limited in the number of ideas that I can have because of just like what I have available to me and what I don't. And so with that said, now that the rules are broken down, let's jump into the deck building. Okay, so here is the master list of everything. I should move this slightly. I should do middle screen YouTube, actually. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here is the master list of everything that I have pulled so far. Obviously, I've been keeping track of like the characters, like out of my 3 boxes and blah, 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 blah. I've gotten 2 Bestginas, 4 Dobbies, so on and so forth. I've only got 1 Toga, 1 Ochako, and then here is everything. Out of my 3 boxes and the 3 pre-release kits, I do have 1 copy of every single common and uncommon. I was able to get a master set of that. And so the main thing that I'm missing, so this is everything that I have, everything that I don't have is over here in the sideboard. And as we take and we open up packs and we get more stuff, I'm going to be adding cool cards into this list. And so, like, as I go and I get a second copy of the Clash decks, I'll be able to add in bonus Ochako cards, or maybe I'll get lucky and I'll open up a couple of fiberweb combos, so on and so forth. And so, like, this is the goal. This is the desire, is to see what I don't have, what I do have, and build from there. And I have even like all of these plus ultra pack cards. So as I get those, we can add them into the pool. And so the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out what character we're going to play first. And I'm going to be building on Tabletop Simulator, just because I like the idea of building with the physical cards, right? Of like having the cards out as opposed to just a UVS Ultra Link. And so what I think I'm going to do for week 1, nice and simple, is I'm just going to pick one of the 2 Clash decks to play, because I think that's just going to be the easiest place to start from and get a concept and idea. And they have UVS Games has graciously already given me 2 decks to work from, and so this is kind of like, where do I, if I have the Clash decks and I add on to it, what am I going to find? And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I have to figure out which one of these I want to play first. And there's only one scientific way to figure this out, and that is to flip both of these, randomize them, and now I'm going to play a Chaco. Simple as that. Easy peasy. So from here, we now get to figure out what symbol we want to play. We've got air, earth, water. Okay, let's look at all of our air options. You guys don't have air. You 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 do. And you have a charge theme, right? Which is neat. You do. Okay. You do not. You do not. You do not. And you do. Okay. And then there's bonus cards, which we won't jump into at the moment. So this is what we have to work with. Okay, I don't mind the idea of the Midoriya stuff. What do we have over here? You're a high. I think that Air Force Blast is going to be pretty potent here, right? If we go for the air build. We've got Air Force Flick, which is not a high attack. You are a high attack, and I've got 2 St. Louis smashes. That might be an idea, right? Give it powerful. I give it just 3 speed for free because of my character, or I can just give it 3 damage if they're hurting. I dig that. When it comes here, what high attacks do we have? So we've got 2 Frog Hops that I've opened. And you guys, I'll link in the description. I'll link, oh, you guys can't see this. Sorry. Moving the setup. Moving the setup. I'll bring it down here. Boop. Okay. We've got a couple Frog Hops, which is a high. We have a low. That doesn't help me. We got a mid. We got a low. Got a mid. Okay. And then now let's look here. Looking for air. Okay. You're a charge. You're a charge, but have flash, so I can't give it stats. Charge ranged low. Charge. So like, there's lots of charges, but just not a lot of highs, you know? Velocity Rush in Ochako seems kind of cool, actually. Velocity Rush in Ochako seems kind of cool, actually. And then no secret rares that we can use so far. I haven't opened up I haven't opened one up. Man, Velocity Rush might be the winner there. But I want to go ahead and unflip all of these. And we know that we can't use her stuff. And I want to look at what characters have the earth symbols. So no to you. No to you. No to you. These ones are all no's. These ones are all no's. Okay. So I get things like Hell Spider from this attack lineup. I don't get this one. I do get Slice and Burn, which I have 1, 2, 3 of. Discard 2, draw 2 cards, and have to combo with a high block. I'm sure I can find some high blocks. What do you have? Any highs here? You're a high. This is a throw that I can just give 3 damage. That's a 2 high for a 6 throw. That might just save my life because of its responsibility. I block with it. Mid, low, mid. Yeah, not looking like winners there. And then I really like the idea of Dragon Dive inside of Ochako. It's a 6 high for 7 blank card, but it's still a 6 high for 7 4 diff, which is just like very good. And then Earth highs. Canyon Cannon's pretty good. It's not a bad one. Electromagnetic Bullets has Earth, but it's Flash. Are you high? No, you're not high. You are a low. In fact, the opposite zone. Don't have Earth. Titancliff is neat. I don't hate Titancliff, truthfully. Right? Again, don't have... It might just be Velocity Rush. Because Velocity Rush is kind of neato. But we will do our due diligence. And we will look at water. Right? And see what the water options we have. No water. No water on any of these. No water here. Wait, all of these actually don't have water? Am I losing it? Yeah, all of these don't have water. That's crazy. Todoroki, what are you giving me? Mid, high, mid, and I don't have the ultra rare yet. Provisional Pursuit is kind of cool, but I have to combo with a range card. The coolest thing about this character is the Tasty Riff, right? Like, I've opened 2 Tasty Riffs, Bing Boom, and like we could do like I'm a Hero 2 as like a solid 2 mid block. You're a charge, and so like it works with this like charge sub theme. And so like after my charge deals damage, I get to ready a face down, which is not bad. But I only have 1-2 targets here that get stats. You're a charge. My character can't be committed. I'm thinking it's just going to be the air symbol because I get velocity, and I think that this card actually is going to put in a ton of work here. I like this card a lot. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's look at air charges. Okay. All right, so let's take and pull out our I missed one. It's not that. It's this. Not this. There we go. Let's take and look at the attack count that we have, and I'm going to separate them in high attacks and then not high attacks. So, because as the Ochako deck, we want to play mainly high attacks, just because we want that buff on anything that we possibly can. But we do have some tools inside of the starter deck that allow us to change our zone to high. And so we will see, right? Like this, like your Gravity Stunner is a high attack if we so choose, right? And so like I'm just gonna put it up here, just because I can keep it low or high if I so wish. Okay, from here, let's take our high attack options and go and place them here. Yeah, I think Air Force Blast is gonna be actually huge in this. Here, and then I'm gonna take all of you and put you down over here. I didn't even look at what Bakugo got, right? Here's a mid, but it doesn't have charge. Here's a low, here's a high, doesn't have charge. I think I'm just gonna skip what this guy's got going on. I don't actually think I even care about that. Man, Frog Hop is neato, but I feel like it's gonna be super slow. And then everything else just comes down here as like whatever options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. So these are the obvious choices. And then we have search, look for air. You're an air charge. I don't know if I have an asset that I can build. No, I don't think I do. I've got 4 Air Force gloves. This might actually be the way to go. Whoa, I didn't even think about that. Whoa, Air Force gloves, Ochako 4. Okay, I'm digging it. This is like an easy auto include. And then La Brava. Okay, sorry, I'll get back on track. Looking for air. I have a singular dramatic slash, which is funny. No. I think I'm a little too low now. These are slam weapons? Nah, I want them to be charges. I want them to be charges because I really think I'm going to be able to... Yeah, I think it's just velocity rush. 3, 4. And then do you have the air symbol? You don't. You have water. No. Okay. Actions. Any of these have air? Oh, Airy Smiles does. And I have triple Fierce Wings, which doesn't have the air symbol, which it makes sense because he's a bird. It does make sense that he doesn't have the air symbol. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I think I'm going to figure out which of these attacks I want to play. And I think the goal is stats are going to be king. So I think I want this, and it's crazy. I think I want this. This is a 5 high for 9 in my character. If I can make everything, everything fall together. This is a 5 high for 7 in my character, and they have a 1 high block, 0 low block, which I think is going to be really potent. Not to mention, like, they can get stunned, right? Charge or punch. Charge. I think that Frog Hop gets cut. I think it's off the table. I'm down to play my 4 Velocity Punch. I think this card's super cool, right? So I've got 4, 2, 4. If I play 2 of this, I easily could just play 2 of this Gravity Stunner. And remember, I don't have 4 Floating Drop because I don't have 4 Floating Drop because I don't have 2 of the starter decks. I just haven't opened 2. I literally don't own them. I think it's very easy just to play the St. Louis Smash, especially because if they have more ready than committed, they just might not be able to block because of Ochako. And then from here we have to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is only 14 attacks. My goal is to get to like 18, maybe like 20 attacks in my 50 card deck. 55 is probably closer to what we're going to be looking at. And so from here we get to look at block zones, right? You're a low, like low block. You're a mid, you're a high. So block zones are really even at the moment. And so I'm looking kind of for mids, right? What could my mid blocks be? Does another charge check in your card pool? Change this deck zone to high and give it 2 damage. This is huge. Swift Redirect is going to be massive, right? I play it second, and it becomes it could be a 7 for 6 with EX3. I think we just slammed 3 of this. We might have called it a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think I could get away with 2 more, and it's either going to be Neck Chop, which is very fast, or Close Quarters Subdual. Man, it'd be neat to put in Tongue Capture, but I just can't give it stats. You know what? What if we just played 2 of the shiny card? Maybe this is just the lineup, right? Speed to match its damage. It's a 7 for 7 that draws me 2 cards. I mean, that's not bad. Truthfully, it's really not bad. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19? Maybe we could cut 1 Swifter. Maybe we cut the 1 Gravity Rush. Do 18 attacks in our like 55 card deck. Leave it on the table just in case, right? But from here, I think we're good. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna group all of these up together. Oh. Okay, and then you'll stay on the cutting room floor. You'll stay on the cutting room floor, and then I think we're good to move on to actions and assets, right? The support cards. Obviously, Airy Smiles. We have it. We should try and play it, right? It's a bit of defense. Air Force Gloves. I think I'm down to play like triple Air Force Gloves. I think seeing this card is going to be really effective. I think the Deadlock is going to matter a ton. After I play my second Charger Punch this turn, I draw 2 cards and unflip a card because of Ochako, right? Like the second attack I play on a turn is going to be massive. Man, I actually think I am going to put this back in. I'm going to put this back in because my character readies face downs. Yeah, I think I'm down for it, actually. Okay, easy peasy. So from here, we're now going to take it. I'm going to pull out every single foundation that my character can use, and I'm going to put them in the 3 piles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're separating them up by blocks. Blocks are what matter to me. Bing, bang, boom, pop. Yeah, because like the number one thing that matters to me is the fact that I can block effectively, because I think that's what's gonna really keep me alive. Now from here, let's take a look at you. After arrival, plays a keyword ability, draw a card, gain 1 health. Okay, not bad. I will bring them onto the table. I only own 2 of them because they're rare. After my arrival, Red Zero Foundation. Okay. Ready Arrival Foundation, this attack gets -2 speed. This might be necessary strictly because I actually don't know how much speed hate I'm really going to have just because of the limited stuff I've got. After you block, your Arrival commits a Foundation. I think this might be important because it's a 1 diff. Ready Arrival Foundation gets 1/1. That is not very good. Multitasking is probably going to be getting cut, but we'll see. Reluctant Role Model is a 0, but I bet we can find something else to do with it. Keeping Beat, after you make a check, if my Rebels discarded a card as combat phase, it gets +2. No, that's just, there's just no shot that ever happens. Your Fury attack gets stuff. No. After Rebel adds a card to their hand to their non-character effect, they discard a card. Only 1 copy can be played. I mean, this is neat as like a 1-of. I don't think I'll ever play it more than 1. And we also have like this neat, I mean, we're a 1A student, right? And so like we have the idea of Bring It On to give a damage for each card that's in my card pool this turn. If my St. Louis Smash like can connect, like if I can use that bottom enhance, then I think that this like there's a bit of a tactic there, you know? Let's look at Asui's stuff. Fearless Frog, discard a card, changes on his attack. That's very good. That's very good to my character that like needs a bit of help. After I discard this card during the enhance step, my next check to play a card gets +1. I can't really discard cards in my deck, right? Right? There's not like a ready to face down if I've taken damage. Okay, no. No. My high attack is 1 speed, 1 damage. My next check is -1 difficulty. Yeah, that's neato. No, there's not really a discard do a thing, right? Just momentum, your charge gets +3. Yeah. No. Maybe the Asui cards just aren't where it's at. But that is okay, because we're going to go find these ones. Not quite. Nope. Breakdancing. I've got triple breakdancing. That's pretty good. Pageant Queen doesn't have air. Defying Fate. Glamour. I like Glamour a lot. Holy cow, Glamour might be like MVP of my deck, actually. So, Tactic, I play Air Force Blast, I play Floating Drop, right? I commit the Glamour. Say if it deals damage. I flip the Glamour, make this an 8 high for 4. It hits, I respond to Ochako, I play my second one, I re-ready it. And so, like, this card all by its lonesome gives +6 stats and can draw me 2 cards by commit, flip, ready, unflip, commit, flip. It hits, we ready. I mean, that's pretty good. that's pretty good. So, yeah, I dig that. I dig that a lot. No, you have air. Incompatible quirks might be kind of nutso. I mean, it's commit for -2 speed, right? I mean, that's the thing that we're looking for. Strength and Beauty, and then the Return of the Kings. Your block modifier gets -2. It makes sense. It's just like it's a decent enough low block, right? 3, 4. Man, it looks like our high block options are just really slim. But we have Airy Smiles. We might have to go back and look at high blocks that aren't this, right? Because this is the only high block attack that we have. I mean, it just means that it might just end up being this card, right? It's a bit of stun hate. So I'm going to put it in because it's a 1/5 and it's a bit of stun hate, right? And if my opponent makes me discard a card, then like I'm in business. Right? Because none of these discard a card. Yeah. Yeah, it's just after it gets committed, re-ready it, which might just be good enough. Okay, so the easy things just to like instantly, let's just start cutting stuff from the deck. Number one, I think we're just going to cut Air Force style. It's neat. Actually, you know what? We have the card. We should try it at a one of. At least give a report on it. Right? I think I am going to cut Bring It On just because I'm trying to keep the deck slim, and I'd rather have a 1-diff anti-stun than anti-discard. And I think that'll be fun. Or after anti-draw, after they add a card to their hand, they commit one. Actually, I don't mind this. At a one of, I think it's kind of cool. Did you add a card to your hand? All right, discard one. Okay, I'm in. It says that they don't get plus antis. Okay, I'm in. Snap out of it. I think this is a beautiful one of, right? So we're gonna these are all on the cutting room floor. We don't need this. Quirk Expertise is really interesting because it is plus 5 damage accidentally, right? I commit for +2, I flip for +2, or it's like +3, +2. Change the zone to high. All of my moves are already high, right? So like this is whenever we go back and we look at cool Ochako things, Quirk Expertise might be a thing that like we get to mess with a bit. Concern for a Friend, I think, is also going to be a one of, just because it's a 3-diff, and I don't want to really get stuck with a bunch of 3-diffs. And I think Glamour is actually just going to be more potent, because Glamour is like playable on defense as well. I think it's gonna be better. But the Tenacious discard momentum draw your charge attack gets 3 damage. If I don't find, well, I guess you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that all use momentum. Maybe I don't need this card. No, I actually don't need this card because we've got Glamorous and we've got 4 options that all use momentum, right? Yeah, we're fine. 4 Fluster is going to be MVP. I don't think that we need Earnest Fighter because we have access to incompatible quirks, right? 2-4 versus 2-5, 3 mid block versus 2 mid block, and I'm down to like remove foundations. I'm down to remove foundations. I think that you were also on the cutting room floor. Hot Pursuit I think is going to be good. This is going to be good. I like the incompatibles. I don't think that I need Reluctant Role Model. I already have a 0-diff, right? And my curve is pretty easy, right? 4-4-4. Yeah, I think I'm not positive I need a Reluctant Role Model. I'm not a fan of it really anyways. And so it's easier just to get rid of it. We'll cut these. What are you? E commits tech gets -2 speed. If it's a weapon, it also gets -1 damage. And then Return of the King. I think that Return of the King is just better than Resourceful, because they can't mess with Return of the King. Interesting. Okay, let's get into it. I need to put on my tools bar. Counting numbers is important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They got 19 here, not including the character. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, we'll type it here. We got 4. Oh, I can't delete it. Hold up. I believe. Hey, it's gone. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 22. We're going to have to cut some mids. We're going to have to cut some mids for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to have to cut some lows. Okay, so the easiest first cut for lows is double Fearless Frog. Hey, I found our way that we discard a card. Hey, isn't that neat? And it's also changed the zone of this attack. Because we have access to this card and this card, I think it might actually behoove us to go back and look at the options that we have for our non-low attack cards. We might have some options for non-low attacks, right? This changes it to high. This changes it to high. This at deadlock changes it to high. That might be worth it. From here, I think I'm gonna make some easy, like, from 4s to 3s cuts, right? So, like, 1 glamour, 1 hot pursuit, 1 of this. So we can change this number to 19. We cut 2 of you, so we gotta change this number to 14. And then I think we cut 1 resourceful to put this back down to 13. I'm gonna do this. Got 19 plus 4 plus 13 plus 19 plus 13 is 68 cards. We have 19 attacks. We have to cut a lot. We gotta cut a lot. Cut. Let me just double check. 19 plus 4 plus 13 plus 19 plus 13. Yeah, 68. So we gotta cut quite a bit here. Maybe incompatible quirks comes down to a 1 of because we have access to 7, 8, 9 copies of minus speed. I think we, like, if we're trying to cut room, we keep the attack lineup as is, right? And then we just, like, cut you, and you're now down to 16. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 15 even. Okay, let's double check our numbers. 19 plus 4 plus 13 plus 15 plus 13 is 64. Still gonna make some big cuts, which is an easy Air Force gloves. Bring it on, because we have high block here. So like this number's allowed to be a little bit lower, especially because this one wants to be used as a high block, right? So 312. I mean, it might just be Air Force style as well, right? We could just cut it, be a lean, mean machine. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's recount our math. 19 plus 3 plus 11 plus 15 plus 13 is 61. 61 with a little bit of draw power here is not terrible, but maybe we're supposed to cut some more mids. I mean, it could just be the last incompatible quirks. This would bring us to 60 with these. This might be good enough. This might be good enough. Okay, I think we're gonna run it here. It's a 60 card deck. Man, I almost want to just cut Snap out of it too. I'm cutting Snap out of it. Let's get a little thinner. 13, and then could be 1 of each. It is really slim. This might just be the deck. 59 cards. You know what? Look at our first hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Build. Not a great first hand, if we're gonna be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a great... I shuffled, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if this hand's bad, we just have to go back to the drawing board, right? Now we're talking. Now this is a hand. Build. Build. Got a high and a low to, like, cover zones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is a build forehand, right? And, like, get this. My Rebel has more ready than committed, so I just get to... Oh, if I have less momentum than you. Okay. Maybe not. I mean, St. Louis into this is a 7-eye for 4, 7-eye for 4. And if they have momentum, I get to just steal one. So, bing, boom, boom. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. So there it is. There is the Ochako 0 to Hero. Take the starter decks, a couple boxes, a couple bonus packs, and make a deck. If you like this and you want to see how well the deck does, join me on, let's see, what's the date gonna be? On the 29th, as we play in the UniVersus Games official, in the UniVersus Games official webcam tournament. Thank you again for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any suggestions or see a character that you want me to make, leave it in the comments down below, both here on the YouTube video or over on Patreon. So with that said, you guys, thank you much for watching, and as always, I wish you well.